Hello, everyone. Blessings to you. Welcome to today's Pick a Card messages about the upcoming changes or positive change that is shifting technically all of our lives. And some of you might already be experiencing or feeling or sensing changes. Maybe you're not quite sure what that is. So allow me to enlighten you. So, with this group pick a card reading, choose whichever pile that you are drawn to the most, and it's perfectly fine to choose more than one pile as well. Pile number one, the word inspiration. Pile number two has an opening. Pile number three, power, or pile number four, which says miracles, or you can choose the color of these are pieces of glass to help you choose. So there's technically yellow, white, blue, and silver are your colors. So let's tap into your messages. Pile one. Hello to all who chose pile number one. Blessings to all of you. So if you chose the yellow colored glass, inspiration. So what significant changes or events are happening for you? My whole intention and purpose of creating this pick a card reading is to reveal to you where your power lies, to take advantage of any change that you might be facing. And from my perspective and understanding of how the universe and everything within it, including God, creates our reality, this is what's going to define your very special pick a card reading for today. So let's just dive into this. I haven't quite created pick a card messages in this way before, so I hope that you enjoy it. Again, if you were drawn to this image, inspiration, there are birds, there's golden light. You might be called to the light or a source of inspiration. And I love the fact that the number 29, aka 11, might have a significant spiritual impact on your life. And so again, we're referring to the current changes that are happening on the planet, which are also happening because of the evolutionary astrology, which is what affects all of our lives. It creates our realities, but it's the personal astrology that creates our unique perspectives. So, what do we need to know? Okay, let me put these over here. Pile number one, in the bigger picture. So there's inspiration, like retrieving pieces of information or finally figuring out that last missing piece of the puzzle, something you've been trying to figure out or sort through perhaps for some time. So this new source of inspiration coming, it could be inspiration or information coming to you from the sun. So for those of you who are drawn to the sun, this is one of the reasons why, because you receive inspiration from that source. This is also, if you're ever feeling uncertain about anything, you can go out and spend time with the sun and connect with that, or just simply absorb the sun in a safe way, of course, and know that it is sending you peace, comfort, joy. Well, in addition to inspiration. 7 of fire. Okay, I'm not going to have room for the tarot cards, so let me do it this way. The number 7 in numerology represents understanding. So people who have 7 in their birthday numbers naturally have a need to understand the undercurrents. They have chosen to go through particular lessons or experiences physically, emotionally, or mentally for, their soul's purpose, to learn, to grow, to experience, to expand, to become stronger. And then the fire element is, it's excitable. It's It can also be seen as inspiration. Let me come back to this. Okay, oak tree, power, courage, and strength. So these are all of the support that is showing up for you, group number 1, at this time, while you're navigating whatever sort of change you are individually experiencing and navigating. I'm going to put this down here, actually, because I want to go to the astrology. The 7 is also helping you to understand your truth or to understand your purpose, coming back to the number 7. Trusting your divine connection, inspiration to all that is. I love the fact that this glass, the yellow glass, also represents data and information, and you have yellow in your oak tree as well, meaning at this time, during these times of change, when you take time to connect with the sun or with the trees, you have the ability to absorb information from the ether, the 5D, something that's invisible, right? Or something from nature, which is also what I refer to as the woo. Someone the other day commented on a pick a card reading and said, "You said woo, but can you tell me exactly what you mean by that?" Like, I don't really know if I can explain to me what woo is. I think everyone has their own definition. But the oak tree is strong. You're building strength through your experiences, but you also always have the ability to take a moment to tune into your inspiration or your source, the sun, to ask to receive more guidance or understanding to help you through whatever it is that you're navigating. This fire energy as an element, since there are a lot of planets currently in fire energies, well, Saturn and Neptune mostly, which are also a really huge reason why many of us are experiencing changes in our lives, whether these changes are inside of us or in our external reality, like through our friendships or our careers or other things. And so, really depending where Saturn and Neptune are transiting in your personal astrology chart right now, will bring you more information and knowledge of how you can navigate these changes in your own personal life. So this is why I pulled the astrology oracle. So as a general or a group public reading, this is most likely what is being encouraged to change, or the changes in these areas of your life that you are currently navigating or you are about to. So there is, let me just lay these out. 3rd house, Cancer, not in any particular order. So understanding your moodiness or how you feel. You have an opportunity to deepen your intuition, your intuitive connection. Okay, so Uranus is also affecting those of you who chose group number 1. And Uranus brings in evolutionary change, new insights, epiphanies, ideas, sudden and unexpected moments like tower moments. Wow, and you also have Aquarius, which is affecting these changes. So, as an example, I can't, and I haven't looked at these cards yet, but I can't help but mention how these are resonating with my personal current astrology transits, because for me, Saturn and Neptune have been transiting my 1st house, which is my personality or who I think that I am. So for those of you who come to my channel every day and over the months or the years, you've realized how I'm changing, or the messages I'm sharing is changing, or the way that I approach the pick-a-card readings, right, or what I talk about is changing. Now you know why, or more deeper reasons why. But Uranus, it's currently in my 3rd house transit, affecting how I communicate, which is what's been giving me or causing me brain freeze, right? So a total disconnect of a thought pattern that I was following through and then suddenly it's gone. And then I have to regroup and think, okay, so where did my brain go? Uranus, Uranus interrupted that. I also was born with rising sign in Aquarius. And so my natal ascendant is actually being squared by Uranus right now in my personal chart, which is also affecting my consciousness and who I think I am. In fact, there are some days where I go into deep contemplation and I just start asking spirit guides, who am I becoming? This is how I'm experiencing the Saturn and Neptune. You know. So, and so there's Neptune. Interesting now. Maybe this is just a personal reading for myself. I'm hoping that these are resonating for you guys too, though. Everyone who chose pile 1. So, right, your relationships, how you resonate or identify yourself with other people, your group associations, relationship patterns even. But you are meant to be becoming more resilient and strong as you are growing, you are evolving, right? Through your experiences, your lessons, you have the opportunity to retrieve missing pieces of information or, scattered, fragmented fractals of your soul. It's the best way I can describe that. I would think that maybe for those of you who chose pile 1, you're experiencing all sorts of change that maybe you can't necessarily put your finger on it. And again, if you don't have a number 7 in your birthday, it just simply means that you don't necessarily need to know the details. You don't need to be dragged through the experience. Maybe you don't easily connect with the undercurrents of energy or, things of why things are happening. Maybe you don't have a desire to go deeper, and that in itself might be challenging you to change. But for those who do have a 7 in your birthday numbers, or it could be your soul's desire, the vowels of your full name, the number of that will represent your soul's desire, and the 7 as a soul's desire represents truth, wanting to know the truth, seeking truth about the situation. So right now, group 1, it's a perfect opportunity to take time to put yourself in timeout while you're navigating changes or uncertainty, especially in your relationships, your career, that sort of thing, your local community. But take the time to sit with and ask yourself what is missing, or what is it that you still need to know, or what can be most helpful or beneficial for you while you're navigating life's changes. Keep in mind, Saturn governs your responsibility, and Neptune can really mess up everything because planet might be causing you to change what you believe. It might be affecting your imagination. You might be having vivid dreams that don't make sense, etc. So Neptune is also inspiration, but it's imagination, using your creativity to, imagine or create a better life for yourself or a better world. But everything that's happening is happening to help you become stronger, to gain more knowledge and wisdom through experience, whether the experience is intellectual, emotional, or physical. All right, let's look at your tarot. Wow. So you're probably also experiencing significant changes of cycles in your entire life theme as well. Wow, the Hanged One. The Fool, seriously. And honestly, I couldn't interpret these two. I have not seen these cards yet, so I do tend to choose a 1 if I go to a pick a card reading anywhere, which really isn't very often. I usually choose pile 1 or pile 3. That's my normal go-to, but I have to resonate with it. I have to feel it, or I just won't even tap on it. So look at this. So these changes are helping you to take responsibility in your own life, to create your own vision of freedom, whatever that represents for you. You are growing. You are meant to be expanding like the tree through this source of inspiration that is coming in for you. All you have to do is open up to it and receive it. Tune out of your mind and logic and open up to the woo, which is the 5D. It's the invisible. So there's two Saturns here. Some of you might be afraid of what you cannot see or feel or touch. And so that might be that piece of the puzzle that is waiting for you to understand. Why is there a fear? If you're meant to move forward with no fear, what is it that you fear? Why is it causing you fear? Because these things are probably coming up to the surface as emotions or physical pain that are really needing your attention so that you can clear out your energy field. And now I'm going deeper because I am an energy healer and I read energy, etc. So these changes are helping you to navigate your truth so that you can stand strong and create your own reality, so that you can free yourself, create your own vision. But this is also representing spiritual freedom and bliss and living in abundance with the abundance of nature and the resources that the earth has to offer you. But you might also feel like you're being slowed down, or you're stuck, or you're unable to assert your goals or force something to happen. That's because, well, Neptune is trying to get your attention. And remember, right now, Neptune is still in Aries. It is helping you to shift what you believe and become your own spiritual warrior. You know, sometimes it's us that needs to show up and save our own selves. You know what I mean? Okay, so, but you're ending a cycle or a phase, you're beginning a new phase of completion of wholeness, spiritual connection, what I also like to call the 0 point field. There's a certain level of freedom that is about to show up in your life, but you must be ready to take responsibility for this newfound freedom. So, pile ones, not too shabby. Life is trying to inspire you, to liberate you so that you can grow and create a better life for yourself, or to change your reality, to surrender your worries and move forward, to use your imagination to visualize a better future. So will you accept this challenge? If you accept this challenge, please click the like button. But Group 1, in a nutshell, this is your reading. These are the positive changes that are happening and how you can navigate them more specifically. And furthermore, if you are interested in understanding your life purpose, I always encourage you to start learning more about your natal astrology. Start there because there's a lot to understand. Look at numbers and numerology, your cycles, but definitely take some time with yourself to simply start questioning yourself and your motives and the reason for anything, and the answers will find you. And these changes are going to continue through the rest of the year, and I'm not going to limit this to a box or a month or a week, because there is no rush, there is no sense of timing, so there is no need for you to worry about getting anything done within a particular amount of time. It's really up to you to take the time that you have when you have it, because life is working for you. It's not trying to work against you. So that being said, again, if you enjoyed this video, please do click the like button. And you're always welcome to comment as well. I'm offering a special reading if you want to know more specifically the intelligent spiritual wisdom that is guiding your life. I have a special reading offer prepared. So if you would like to know your specific details about everything, then feel free to reach out to me. My booking link is down below. If you'd like a free consult first, please do message me. Let me know. You can connect with me, and I would love to talk to you briefly on the phone. But in the meantime, maybe you're drawn to another pile in this pick a card reading, so let's go find out what the other piles have to reveal for you during these times of change. Hello to all of you who chose this beautiful flower. I want to say it's a lotus, but it might not be a lotus flower. But I feel like you're opening up to something new, new creativity, change, the ability to freely express yourself or your sensitivities, the opening up of something. So welcome to your pick a card reading, group 2. If you chose the frosted glass, right, it's the best way. We could call it white, but technically it's frosted. So, okay. Changes that are happening for you right now and how to navigate these. So inspiration, ideas, with all that I have and everything that I know. I just love, I love the essence of the imagery on this card. So 35 might be a special number for you. 3 is creativity, it's expression. And 5 represents sensitivities, freedom to express. Okay, opening. I'm going to, put these over here. Group number 2. Okay, conditioning. So you're being prepared. You're being prepared for awesomeness. These are your spirit guides or your spiritual team, your soulmates, right? Your beloveds that are in the 5D that are gathering around you. Notice how these are sheep. And I'm not saying that you're a sheep, but it's like your sheep are gathering around you. They're protecting you. These could be angels as well. Or your animals, right? If you are an animal lover, if you have a lot of animals, you might notice that your animals are staying closer to you than they usually do. That's because the animals, they feel your energy and what you're going through during these times of change. So positive changes that are affecting you. Earth energy is your connection to the earth. And I love the fact that you have the 9 here, because 9 is the idealist. The 9 personality is ambitious. 9 can also show up as a humanitarian. And add the number 9 with the number 35, aka 8, it adds up to 17, which is the number of spiritual abundance. So this is what's available and waiting for you to tap into it while you're navigating whatever sort of changes you're navigating in your life right now. This might be the next upcoming change that happens for you, but remember, everything is happening for you to call you into a higher status or spiritual growth or higher understanding. Again, you're being prepared. You're being prepared for greatness, whatever it is that you guys are doing. So let's look at your next card. Potions, invigoration, empowerment. That makes so much sense. Well, even with the number 8, 35 added together reduces to the number 8. So it's like the universe and your spiritual team, your angels, your guides, maybe your friends or your family, whoever you resonate with, are all working with you to empower you. I feel like group number 2, you're rising to the top of your status of something in your life. Now keep in mind, this is a group reading, so what specifically you are rising up into does depend on your birthday, your astrology, and your current transits. So be sure to check those on your own. Pay attention to where Saturn and Neptune are currently transiting, because these are part of what's causing the significant change, as well as Pluto and Uranus are causing changes that are forcing us to transform the collective, for lack of better words. empowerment, invigorating. So these changes are meant to invigorate you, to excite you, to open up to your sensitivities, to explore your creative side, creative expression. How can you express your power in a safe way? How can you express your authenticity and your power that supports the collective, that supports everyone and not just yourself? Would be a question that I would ask myself if these were my cards. So with the frosted glass here, there might still be something that you're not seeing, but these changes are happening to awaken you to a greater truth, to your own personal power, and the power that you have to change your life, the power that you have to be of assistance to others, especially if you are a healer or you enjoy creating rituals or remedies like herbal remedies to improve your mind. You know what I mean. You guys know who you are. Okay, so the conditions, and this isn't your actual astrology reading because I don't know your birthday numbers, but these should represent the area of your life that you are experiencing the next change and what you need to know, how you can deal with this. Okay, so you have Venus on your side and your relationships, love, art, beauty. So you have an artistic talent that is wanting to be expressed. And so maybe, especially if you are uncomfortable with your creative expression or like expressing your true authentic self in any way, then this is the challenge that is meant to be overcome. This is what's happening or changing within you. It's encouraging you to find a way to express your creativity, express your high ideals in a very healthy way, meaning in a way that doesn't trigger other people. Because we all know people can be triggered so easily. I know I used to be one of them. But then I went through the process of detaching from my emotional triggers, and now things are way better. So, emotional freedom techniques. If you are a kind who experiences triggers, look more into emotional freedom techniques. So you also have Gemini here. Let's look at all these cards. How are these changes helping you, supporting you, and affecting you? Wow, your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. So the changes that you're experiencing now or in your immediate future are changing to help you to create your future. So pay attention to the signs, the information, and communication. Maybe some of you are mediators and you are meant to try and find a way to communicate, express your gifts in a way that also helps others, like the collective. You know what I mean? But you're being prepared for, you're being prepared for awesomeness. Something awesome that you don't quite see yet because you're still in preparation mode. So the more you can connect with your spirit guides, your team, the angels, or anything metaphysical to get more information to help you with your ambition. Okay, resources, Taurus energy. Yeah, these changes that are happening for Group 2 are helping you to create a new foundation for yourself that will support you and your right to express yourself freely in whatever way this is calling to you. And so I'm assuming you already know what this is that you want to create or what is that you want to say. So there's also the South Node. So you're being released from, you're being called to step away from stress, worry, anxiety, fear. Okay. So this change is happening inside of you. And I love the fact that you've got the number 9 and the number 1. But if these changes are happening within you, what's happening is you are being challenged to assert yourself, meaning make choices based on what you value, what you love. What do you want to create for your future? Some of you might be at the very beginning stages of building your own empire. And so in saying that, I'm going to use as an example as building your own empire, my YouTube channel, something that I've been working on for myself, and it allows me to speak and express freely in a way that I've never been able to do so before. And I'm still building, I'm still growing. I don't think there's ever going to be an end of expanding, but I feel like if you chose group 2, changes are happening to bring you more strength and determination to create something on your own based on your ideals. And it's something that's very specific to you. The more 9s you have in your birthday numbers, the more ambitious you are, the more idealistic you are. And there's nothing wrong with being overly idealistic, except the more 9s that you have might also cause you to hold more expectations or a specific expectation for an outcome. And that's the only downside of having multiple 9s in your birthday numbers. So, okay. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am an astronumerologist. The intelligence of the universe, well, I learned how to understand the intelligence of the universe and how it creates our realities, our personalities, our life path, our themes, etc. So let's look at your tarot cards, group number 2. See, there's nothing here for you to fear during these times of change, and the entire planet is feeling the stress of change, but there's nothing to fear. However, there are some people that fear the unknown. So, that's their journey. I'm hoping that you don't fear the unknown. I hope that you are willing to open yourself up to change and explore everything that the universe or numerology or your creative side is trying to reveal to you, because these are helping you to let go of stress, anxiety, fear, so that you can empower yourself and create something fantastic for your future. Wow. I'm loving these messages today. Group number 2, let's look at your other cards. Of course, Jupiter is also helping you at this time. Wherever Jupiter is transiting in your personal astrology chart, you might want to take a look at that. Oh, look at this, Queen of Pentacles. So this is Earth energy. So this is your practical, your physical strength. Practical, physical, including your resources, the resources that you need to maintain, your lifestyle, your healthy well-being. There's nothing like really frou-frou here in pile number 2. This is like nature, having the things that you need, like the right amount of money, but these changes are helping you to create your own success story and have fun with that. You've got Leo influencing you. So the Tower moment, I'm not quite sure what this is representing for you guys individually. Maybe recently you suddenly and unexpectedly experienced a change or a shift in your financial resources. So Saturn is here. Remember, look at your current your current astrology transits based on your birthday, because that's where you're meant to be taking responsibility in your life. And if you don't know how to do that, I am running a special right now. If you want to know everything about everything that is supporting you during these times of change, I'd be more than excited to dig into the juicy details for you. And it's at a super cool price, too. So empowerment, worthiness, self-worth. You already know that there's a certain routine or remedy or a method to your madness that you enjoy doing or creating for yourself in your daily routine. What if you were to create some sort of platform where you could offer your wisdom and your intelligence in this area that can help other people? Perhaps this is that structure or that platform that these changes are. It really just depends on what you're focusing on. What are you paying attention to? Are you looking for a way to increase your financial resources or your earth resources, right? So the earth resources are all things practical, physical, home, food, water, shelter, joy, etc. So looking at these cards, group number 2, if any one of you are fearing something, it would be fearing going out on your own or having to do something on your own. But remember, Jupiter is blessing you at this time in your creativity, so have fun with that. Have fun exploring your creativity. Open yourself up to new ideas, new sources of inspiration that can, well, even help you to create a daily routine where you allow yourself to practice all of the things that you love that are going to nurture you. And, well, this also comes back to self-assertion, meaning making choices based on what you feel is right and best for you and your ideals, not concerning yourself with what everybody else wants. This is your life. This is your future. This is your gift. This is your talent. You can nurture these things and create something solid for yourself and for your future that can also help humanity too. Wow. What an amazing gift and purpose for you to be experiencing right now at this time on the planet. Group number 2, I really do hope you enjoyed these messages. If you did, please do click the like button. If you have any questions or if you want to comment about, well, this is like sudden unexpected change, possibly something that you weren't expecting. Remember, I was talking about having multiple 9s. Be careful of what you expect or what you don't expect. Don't allow that to trigger you emotionally. So maybe these changes that are happening now or soon, you might start feeling more emotionally sensitive, but please trust and know that this is a process of your soul's evolution. Sometimes the 9, as a numerology cycle, it could be a 9-year cycle too. Again, it depends on your birthday and your numerology. But the 9 as a cycle in your life path and your growth is helping you to become the humanitarian. So it's really important to understand the path that you're on and the energies that are affecting you and what is supporting you and what is trying to empower you. So if you're not interested, or maybe you don't have the time or the patience or the ability to understand the intelligence of your universe that in fact is what creates your reality every day, do take advantage of my special reading that I'm offering, and I will do all of the dirty footwork for you. Why? Because it's something that I absolutely love to do. So I'm literally giving it away. If you're interested in knowing more specific details, do feel free to reach out, click the booking site, and you can book your private reading today. Other than that, if you want a little bit more information, if you're curious about something that I said here, if you would like to chat on the phone for maybe 30 minutes or something, I'm open to that. Just feel free to reach out to me, email me. I have an account on Signal, Signal. It's private. They don't take your information. They don't charge. So that's where we can connect privately if you would like to talk to me about something here or get more information before you request a reading. So find me on Signal. It's sabrinajane.123. Meanwhile, I feel like awesomeness is just waiting for you to realize it. Group number 2. So I hope you have an awesome day that matches your own awesomeness. If you were drawn to another pile, do feel free to choose another pile, and I will see you over there. Hey, pile number 3, if you chose the cobalt glass, technically, I couldn't help myself. They were on sale and they're just so pretty. So welcome to your pick a card reading, group number 3. So the next positive changes or the changes that you're experiencing navigating, of course, from my perspective, everything is positive because from my viewpoint, I always see the opportunity to get through it. And if I can't get through it, I'll rise above it, but there's always something better. And that's my perspective. But if you chose group 3, these changes that are happening in your life now or are about you, they're helping you to reclaim your power. Or remember your power with the elephant. Wow. Okay. And you also have the number 40. Seriously? So the 4 in numerology is asking you to take the time to create a practical goal for yourself. But remember your power and your strength. I love the fact that you can see the stars and the galaxy in the background, but you can also see the earth. Oh, so it's like, sorry, like, oh, some of you are remembering your universal power or your connection to all that is. Okay, yeah. So I'm not going to go too woo in your pick a card reading. And so woo, spiritual, 5D, ether, invisible. So let's put your crystal, sorry, your cobalt blue glass. Pile 3, what do you need to know about these changes that are happening for you? And honestly, since I'm a 3B myself, honestly, when I haven't been going onto the internet so much recently because one, it seems like everyone is saying the same thing. Or it makes you wonder, are they just copying everybody else? Why is everyone saying the same thing? They're not bringing new information into what's happening. They're not trying to help us move forward. Or it's just negative, right? So it's getting increasingly difficult to find stuff that I enjoy on the internet. So naturally, I have to create my own. I'm so blessed and grateful that I have you, because you're part of the reason why I do all of this. I mean, I also need the inspiration, but I know that you're looking for something. So here I am, the Bible number 3. What more do we need to know? Okay, so there's do you pronounce this hearth or hearth? Safety, comfort, spiritual connection. See? The comfort of home. Home is where the heart is. Interesting. You have the word heart, and then the letter H adds up to the number 8. 4s and 8s are probably significant numbers for you. The number 10, wow. 10 is the number of the co-creator, the alchemist. So I would say these changes that are happening are supporting you to realize the power that you have to create your own reality, or to create your own, whatever it is that you're wanting to create, your own sanctuary, right? Your own home, your own garden. And obviously I'm thinking of Vic. So if Vic came to pile number 3, that's what it is making me think about. Say hi to Vic, everybody. He took a piece of land that was like concrete and something, and he planted. Anyway, I haven't seen the pictures. He lives in a different state, but I'm sure it's amazing, whatever it is. So this is the same for anyone who chose group number 3. All right, so let me just stop for a minute. I got carried away. Focus on a goal, create and like slowly and steadily move forward, building on your goal, something that you have already created, or maybe you're in the process of claiming your own piece of space on the earth somewhere, or at home, or you're making changes within your home right now. There's also an element of freedom. You're being freed from, honestly, the things that are affecting everybody else on the planet, meaning the yuck. That's how I describe that. So I love the fact that you have 9 of air. So the 9 in numerology represents ambition, your higher ideals, your expectations. The initial I here, it's making me think of the affirmation, I am. I am powerful. I am safe. I am spiritual. I am complete. I am a co-creator. I am the alchemist, are just some of the words that are coming to mind. So remember, this pick a card reading is about these changes that are happening and how you can work with these to create positive change. Of course, you can choose to create negative change if you want. You have to do you, but I'm more on the upswing, the positive, the optimistic, the hopeful, the loving, the believing, the appreciating. Okay. So 9 of air. Air is, well, the element of air: information, your intelligence, your knowledge, your wisdom. So these changes that are happening right now for group 3, in the bigger picture as a group, collective, are helping you to not raise your awareness, but to raise your understanding, your intelligence and wisdom, to see the higher perspective of the world or of yourself or your place in the world. But if you can see yourself and the world at large from a higher perspective, you'll also realize the power that you have to create your own comfort or sense of stability and safety in the home which you're currently experiencing. But this also puts you in a perfect space to remember your power and why you're here on the planet, what you are here to create. Whether it's something that you're creating for you, which is perfectly acceptable, or something that you're creating that can benefit the all of humanity or society too. It can benefit the earth. No pressure. So you do you. Your birthday numbers are really what individualizes you, if that's a word. So that's why I have the astrology here. So let's just get a little bit more specific. And I don't have your birthday, so I don't know your actual astrology, but let's look at the oracle. So, right, use your mind, your intelligence, your thoughts. This is how you navigate these changes. Leo energy, finding the self-confidence, take a chance on yourself to create. Leos love nurturing things. They're very faithful. They're very devoted to those that they love. Well, and these are the Leos that I've known personally. So it could be people, or it could be your job, or it could be your purpose. This is fire energy. 6th house, right. Your garden, your daily routine. What is good for you? So you have the power to create something solid and substantial that supports you, that is good for you. This is based on your ideals. Remember who you are, what you need, what you want to nurture yourself and your family, or, your animals. Capricorn, dedication and working hard. You're building something. You have the power to create and build something substantial that will support you for the rest of your life. But this is something that you're doing on your own. You can't necessarily rely on others to support you. You're creating your own thing. Or you have the power to create your own thing, your own support system, your own ideals. And it supports your health and your well-being. Of course, diet is involved here too. So some of you might be growing your own food, building a homestead. Oh, look at this, and you have 4th house. So do what makes you feel secure. So you have Capricorn, you have nurturing your home, your family, what is good for you, what is good for your family. These are all the things that are helping you to create positive change for you and everyone that you love. So some of you may already be on this path. Some of you may have already just recently started this. But these changes that are happening for the rest of you this is how you can work with and navigate the change to create something of your own that supports you. But remember your power, remember your truth. Use your mind, your intelligence to create your own living sanctuary where you can take care of yourself. Even if it's like a tiny space and you've got a garden. Honestly, that's something that I've been wishing for myself. And I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. I visualize a little white cottage house somewhere near the woods, but I have a garden. I'm away from people, honestly, and I keep telling Spirit, like, okay, well, I'm ready for my nice little sanctuary home, away from town, and I know that it's there. It already exists. It's in the ether. I just suppose it's not the time for me yet, but I'm still working on Well, other things like my YouTube channel. Okay, now I'm rambling. Pile number 3, if you have any questions about these, do feel free to comment on the video. Right, find the confidence to create something of your own and build upon that. The time is now. Now is the time. Start here. Sit down, think about it, create a goal, a plan, and then just slowly and steadily just keep adding to that and building that. That's really all that you need to do during these times of change. So let's look at your tarot cards. Of course, you have the Empress, Venus, everything that you love. It's funny how the river is showing up here because I'm thinking, just yesterday I went for a walk and I thought, oh, I so long to live next to the river again. But do I really want to live that close to a river? Considering what's been happening on the planet, right? It's like, oh my gosh. 8 of Swords. Wow. 10 of Swords. Judgment. Seriously? Look at this. You've got a vulture. You've got a raven. Or is that a crow? They look so similar. Okay, so I feel like group 3, the best way, this is how I would navigate these changes if it was me experiencing or trying to create something new using change, is to get out of your head, get out of your mind, get out of logic, and tune into what you feel. What do you want to nurture? What do you love? Build from that. That's the best place to start. What lights the fire in your heart? And what do you want to build? What do you want to create to nurture yourself and those that you love? And so these are actually significant shifts or endings. You have a 10 here as well. So there's a 10-10. There's also a 20. So there might be several different huge shifts that are happening in your lives. So I'm going to use myself, for example, because I just happen to know, I know very well my astrology transits. And these shifts and changes that are happening for me, and you might be encouraged to study your own astrology transit, but I not only have Uranus affecting my rising sign, I have Pluto transiting my 12th house. And the 12th house is, oh my gosh, where did my life go? And, or my power and control over where my life is going. Oh my gosh, where did that go? With Pluto transiting the 12th house. I'm also finishing up and about to complete my second Saturn return. And next summer, my nodes, my north and south nodes, are crossing my ascendant and my descendant. So there's like significant shifts. And following that is going to be another Jupiter return. So there's like, for me, and this is my personal life, astrology, and experiences, the more I learned and studied my astrology and my transits, I realized that every 9-10 years, I go through significant shifts and changes and endings and beginnings. And that's exactly where I'm at right now, too. That's the best way I can describe what might be occurring for some of you. But again, look at your own astrology, your current transits, and how these are all affecting you to get more deeper details. Some of you might just have to surrender to what you think that you know and just, go all in and create something that you can nurture, something that you love, a daily routine, your home, yourself, your body. Enjoy your life. Enjoy this newfound freedom, which you may have already found, or you might soon be freed from something that has been keeping you stuck. Another thing to think about. So keep in mind, if you don't have the attention span or the time to start studying your own birthday, your numbers, your astrology, I have prepared a special reading for everyone if you would like to know the specific details and how and what areas of your life these changes that are happening now are affecting you and how you can use them to your advantage, then I invite you to request a private reading from me, and I'd be more than happy to do all of the research work for you and to create a pre-recorded video reading to help you understand yours. It's an awesome price too, so be sure to check it out on my booking link. But in the meantime, pile number 3, these changes aren't necessarily what you're going to see in your external reality, but these changes are more likely happening within you, or how you perceive, how you feel, what you desire, etc. So I feel like this power is shifting from your external world, or like a job or a career or other people. This power and this remembrance is coming back to you. So are you ready to take control and power over yourself, your life, your emotions, your finances, your own stability? Curious minds want to know. All right, everything is trying to help you to feel safe in your home where you're currently at. Remember, home is where the heart is, and helping you to realize that you have the power to create positive change within, and as within, so without, right? So I hope you enjoyed these messages. Group number 3, if you enjoyed the video, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment too. If you're interested in requesting that reading, or if you would like to, well, get a little bit more information about what I offer in private readings or these changes, if you'd like to talk to me on the phone, we could schedule like 30 minutes. If you'd like to do that, feel free to reach out to me. You can either email me, or you can find me on Signal, Signal, which is an app. It's private, it's secure, it's free, and we can connect there on the phone or through chat as well. So I'm at sabrinajane.123 on Signal, if you'd like to chat. Anyway, there you have it, group number 3. These are the changes that I am picking up for you as a group, a collective. Again, if you'd like a personal reading, feel free to reach out. In the meantime, have a wonderful day. And let me know for some of you if this is already something that you're navigating and you're doing, because if so, then you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing right now. So, amazing confirmations. Okay, bye for now. Hey there, pile number 4. If you were drawn to this card, this is Miracles, or the silver glass. It's just a piece of glass. Hey, look, you can see, hi. You can see my camera in the reflection. And little old me, pile 4. Okay, so these changes that are happening right now or in your immediate future, don't let anything that you see on social media to cause you fear, because what's happening, what's coming in with these changes are miracles. So if you were drawn to the number 34, oh, okay, trust in miracles, or your ship is coming in. I love the colors and the imagery in these cards. So group 4, from my perspective, I'm creating this pick a card reading based on my intelligent recognition of the universe and how the universe and your astrology and numerology creates all of our realities. And so I'm going to use these to interpret how you can navigate these changes in your life. But first, let's look at the cards. So you've got miracles and adventure. Wow. The Jack of Earth. Try something new. But Earth refers to your values, your practical resources, having the things that you need to support your health, your home, your family, your well-being. And then you have soil, stability, simplicity. Okay. an opportunity for you to try something new that will nurture your garden. If you don't have an actual garden, then this is about you nurturing yourself, your body, your emotions. But there's something new, this new adventure with the ship. I'm not really sure what those are resonating with yet. Hey, let me put that there. I pulled some astrology oracle to get more specific, but if you'd like to know exactly how these changes are happening in your life, then do look at your current astrology and your numerology cycles. But what's happening for you? How to navigate these changes? How to tend to and nurture yourself. So there's Aries. The energy, so it's bringing you the energy. Ooh, you also have Jupiter. Learning, teaching, growth and expansion. The granting of blessings. Okay. So mysteries of life, a major change in your personal power. Nurture the powers that be within you. So I would feel that you're feeling like physical energy or inspiration or something emotional or something that's invigorating you, or you're wanting to take action towards something. That's how I would navigate this. Providing a service to other people. Virgo energy, which is another earth energy. Mars, right? The drive, taking action, finding the confidence to use your personal power to be of service to other people. Okay, and then your beliefs, your values, your resources, which I was already referring to here. Get what you want. So patiently get what you want and get what you need as you're navigating these changes or these mysteries of life. Interesting how there's a miracle and then there's a mystery of life for pile number 4, and this is a very unique spread based on the other piles that I've already gone through and interpreted. So what I see with these changes that are happening in your life right now, or they're about to happen soon, the positive change, and if these changes are affecting all of us on the planet, by the way. They're affecting us all individually in our own unique way, based on our soul's plan, our purpose, our future, our experiences. But something new with the soil, something new is probably going to reveal itself to you. But it's not going to be forced upon you. For those of you who are looking for something new, a new avenue, a new opportunity, maybe a new job or a new location, something new is going to be offered to you for you to take action, to choose. Okay, to make your own miracle happen for yourself. But it's also probably going to challenge you to listen or to trust your intuition. And you're also going to have to make a decision about something. So let's look at your other cards. Group number 4, very interesting. Of course, you've got the Page of Wands. So this is you trying something new. This could be a new source of inspiration that is igniting you, like igniting your heart, your soul, inspiring you to do something or to take action on something in your life. Okay, the 3 of Cups is like celebrating with your community, nurturing your community. Maybe it's time for you to start your own group. Just saying. That's how I would read this. The 7 of Swords and the King of... Okay. Group 4, I feel like you're supposed to be taking responsibility or leadership for creating something supportive in your community. And in my head, I just heard ding, 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 ding. I think some of you are feeling the same thing. You're supposed to be creating something that supports. It's like creating your own support group or teaching others, creating your own business, your own practice to use your gifts and your talents that can support the people in your local community. That's how I'm picking up on these cards. But the inspiration that comes in, it does come in through your astrology transits and how the planets are affecting you. It's the planets that motivate you. It's also the planets that make you feel fear. It's a lack of not feeling like you have the power or the intelligence to create your own support system. So it's really up to you. I'm wondering what the meaning of this card is. So you have the number 7, you have the number 7 here. This is something that you're not going to be able to avoid. I feel like there's something that you have the power and the ability to create that will help not only yourself, but it's a group thing that can help other people. Well, for example, if you're a teacher, you can become a tutor, start your own business, and support people one-on-one. This is another way that you can work through and use all this new energy, this new growth to start something new, something you haven't tried before. How many of you are ready to become independently a business owner? To do what you love, but on your own, separate from, having to be under the rule and the govern, underfoot from, you know what I mean. So this is you. In a sense, it kind of feels sneaky. You're like, you're getting away from that collective, I want to call it a hive. So there's something that is trying to liberate you, to take power, to create something of your own. And the best way I can see this is to create from your own sense of inspiration. And from my perspective, it would be to create your own business, start your own practice, try something new that you can build from the ground up, nurture that, and miracles will start happening in your life. But you need to take those steps first. Nothing's going to force you, remember? So for those of you that are seeking the opportunity to remove yourself from your corporate career, so to speak, or other people's groups, maybe you don't really resonate in other communities anymore, like on social platforms or YouTube or something like that. Create your own. When you create your own from your own mindset and your own gifts, you will naturally just start attracting those that are meant to vibe with you. That's how law of attraction works. So change might be making you feel a little uncertain or unstable in your life or your career right now, or your relationships or your friendships, but everything is happening and changing to inspire you to create something of your own. Honestly, that's what I keep picking up on. Become the leader of a group. Start your own business. Create your own social media platform to share your own source of inspiration. You can also earn an income from this, but you also must take responsibility for yourself and put effort into it and nurture that and build it and grow it. Right? Build it and they will come. So I'm thinking if you're feeling any uncertainty, it would be guilt, right? Or feeling sneaky, or maybe unworthy. But stop that. The power is yours. It lies in your hands, and you can use, well, this is fire energy. So Saturn and Neptune are both still in fire. They're both in Aries, challenging you to assert your goals, to create something of your own that you believe in, that supports you, that you can use to also help the others. Okay, at least that's how I navigate this. So pile 4, I hope you enjoyed these messages. These changes, it really depends on your perspective and how you approach life. Are you afraid to take responsibility? Are you afraid of change? Are you afraid of failure? Well, how do you even know that you're going to fail at anything if you haven't even started it yet? It's more about fulfillment and recognizing your strength, your knowledge, your intelligence, your wisdom to create your own support system, physically, practically, that you can support yourself, nurture yourself. You can take care of yourself, something that cannot be taken away from you, if you know what I mean. So, okay, I hope you enjoyed this video reading, group number 4. If you did, please do click the like button. You're always welcome to comment as well. I want to let you all know that since this is a group reading, and I'm hoping that this resonates with all of you. But if you are interested in what the current changes that are happening on the planet and how they're affecting your personal life based on your astrology, your numerology, your birthday, I am offering a special pre-recorded video reading to give you that information. If you would like me to do that research for you, I'd be happy to connect with you and offer you that information. Or you can do your research on your own, and your current personal transit will show you exactly where these changes are happening in your life, and that will reveal to you, what you're supposed to be taking responsibility for. So I always encourage you to learn more about your own birthday, your numerology, your astrology, etc., etc. So that being said, I feel like there's something amazing that is inside of you that you have the power to create, to manage, and to lead on your own if you want. So I'm wishing you the most of success in this endeavor, whatever this is for you, group number 4. But again, if you enjoyed this video, please do click the like button and have an awesome day. And I will see you all again in another pick a card reading. Bye for now.